Facebook, an online community. Visit inbound.org today, where membership is free and the discussions are priceless.
Inbound.org. We're on a mission to help 1 million marketers. Together, we're smarter. We can share more ideas, opportunities, connect with each other individually, and stay on top of this fast-moving industry.
And you can find us on Twitter at inbound.org.
Nurture and delight.
Blog Talk Radio.
Hey everyone, this is Carla Jenkins, and welcome to the Positive Change with Carla episode. This episode is entitled Relax During the Holidays. And the reason why I selected this topic during Positive Change is because it's the week in between Christmas and New Year. And as you know, there's reportedly more stress during this particular week than all of the other preceding 51 weeks combined. This article also is available on my website entitled positivitychange.com. And I know that even though it's a very stressful time because we just bought presents, we put up a Christmas tree, we had some relatives over, and it could be hectic. Fret not. On this episode, I will provide some tips from the article that I posted on Positivity Change so that you can feel more comfortable and relaxed during the holidays. And as part of the 25 ways to fight holiday stress, one of the first tips is to get sunlight. Go outside. It's important because the sun rays actually brighten people's mood. You do not want to continue to be stressed and have negative energy around you. And then oftentimes what happens is whenever you're in one place for a long time, it just seems like you're confined and that you feel trapped by your energy. And once you get outside, whether it's your home, your condo, your apartment, you release that energy and the energy shifts because you're no longer contained. And getting sunlight is very important for your body, your skin, and also your spirit. So seeing the sun beam on you will brighten your disposition, and you'll be more positive, more cheerful, and more importantly, more relaxed. The next tip is to walk away from your worries. Walking is very good because it's exercise, but it also is good for your body. It pumps your blood. You also get to do breathing exercises. You use all of your body when walking. I use walking because it distresses me. It enables me to process what happened that day, to think solutions and things through, but also it's good exercise, and it's something that you can incorporate in your routine, not just during the holidays, but beyond there, to improve your health and your life and your mental clarity. Another tip would be to do less and enjoy more. This holiday season, whether it's Christmas, Kwanzaa, which is happening now, or Hanukkah, a lot of people were multitasking and doing a lot of things. Multitasking can wear you down and can increase your stress level. And the reason why is because you're only one person, but you're doing more than one thing. And that can waste a lot of energy and zap your energy when you're cooking Christmas dinner. Then you have to wrap presents. Then you have to do a list to make sure everyone shows up. Then you have to clean up afterwards. Then you have to surprise the kids. That's a lot of work. So just take this time to just diffuse from that. Do one thing, which is to focus on you and your family's health. Don't multitask. And one of the books that I've been reading regarding multitasking is called The One Thing. That's the title. The title discusses how if you do one thing and you complete it, you feel more successful than if you do a whole bunch of things and multitask and you don't complete everything. And that's true, because if you do one task and you complete it, then it's 100% complete. But if you do two tasks and only complete 50% of them, yes, combine those two, 50 plus 50 is 100%. but you're still another 100% away because you only done half of it. Therefore, during this holiday season, during this Christmas season, it would be very beneficial if you just focus on one thing, which would be you and your health versus everything that's surrounding you. The next point is to forget perfection. I would recommend that you forget perfection, not just during this Christmas to New Year week, but also make that a resolution for the next year, because perfection increases stress. If it's not a certain way, then it's not correct. And then it becomes, oh, I didn't do it right. Perfection is too much stress. People have been worn down over perfection. You can't be perfect. As humans, we make errors. Therefore, don't try to be perfect. Just some things are just the way they are and should be left the way they are. And that's okay. The next tip would be to go tech-free. And I know that that's very hard in today's world, but one of the reasons why I would recommend going tech-free is because, especially post-holidays, there's a lot of comparison and a lot of social media posting, and I don't want you to get in the way of comparing yourself and your Christmas to someone else, especially on Instagram, Pinterest, and Tumblr, because those are the photographic social media, and you start looking at what someone else's Christmas tree looks like, how many gifts they have, how happy they looked at Christmas dinner. And it's very, very stressful, and it doesn't allow you to relax when you're often comparing yourself and looking at your cell phone and looking at Instagram to see what everyone else was doing on their Christmas or Hanukkah. Furthermore, with Instagram has filters, so a lot of the stuff is airbrushed anyway. If you were to get off of social media, you've seen most of your friends, your Facebook friends, or people you are on Instagram with in real life, and you know what they look like in real life is exactly nothing versus the filters they put. And oftentimes, what they post on Instagram is extremely damaging and unreal and even lies. When their downfall comes or something negative happens and then you see the truth and then you can't believe that they were lying. Photographs are easy to airbrush. You should go tech-free. You should recharge your own battery instead of your cell phone's battery. And your offline life is your actual reality. And you should be more concerned about relaxing and focusing on your own reality rather than checking your cell phone every 3 to 5 minutes to see what someone else is doing. And another tip is to eat breakfast before you consume any kind of beverage, whether it's any form of caffeine. It can be coffee, it can be pop, it can be Pepsi, it doesn't matter. And the research says that if you were to drink coffee on an empty stomach, it would cause your blood sugar levels to spike. And you don't want to indirectly put yourself in your body in the line of fire for diabetes, which is a sugar imbalance, because you're drinking coffee on an empty stomach, or you're drinking Coke or Pepsi or Sprite on an empty stomach. More importantly, you have to be mindful that your stomach already has acid, so what you need are solids to diffuse the acid in your stomach when you first awake. Therefore, eating solid food would do that. More importantly, food is fuel, not coffee. So from a health perspective, it's important to eat solid food for breakfast before you drink coffee. And finally, breakfast is the most important meal of the day. So it's very essential that you get that meal right, and that calls for eating solids before you consume your coffee or your soda or your pop. And then finally, do not overschedule yourself. If you're pulled in many different directions, that will harm you, and that will eliminate your ability to relax during the holidays. All you need to do in between this week, between Christmas and New Year's, is to rejuvenate yourself, get ready for the new year. And you don't want to do that. You don't want to come into the new year all haggard with short fuse, bad health, and bad nerves. Therefore, I recommend that you just schedule me time and don't overschedule yourself for anyone else. And those are the tips that are offered. So a recap is that I took today's episode, Relax During the Holidays, because this is the most stressful time of the year in between Christmas and New Year's. And the tips that I've given you to ensure that you don't overstress yourself are the following. To get sunlight, because sun cheers you up. It literally brightens your mood. Next is walk away from worries. Walking is very good exercise, but it also helps you to stress and process things and calms you down. Next is do less, enjoy more. Don't let multitasking wear you down. Just do one specific thing, which is to focus on you and your family's health in order to relax. Next is forget perfection, because perfection is self-defeating and you don't want to overstress yourself, especially after the holidays when you have to always focus on things being perfect. Now is the time just to relax and take care of yourself. Next is go tech-free. Remember, even though you're looking at people and your friends on Instagram to try to compare their Christmases to yours, you have to be mindful that Instagram has filters and that there's no way that whatever is going on Instagram is actually real life, because you probably know some of these people. Eat breakfast before you tank up on coffee or pop, for the simple fact that you need solid food to neutralize the acid in your stomach, and you want to eat healthier, because healthier eating, healthier living enables you to relax. And then finally, don't overschedule yourself, because you want to enter the new year rest, relax, and renewed, not haggard. This is Carla Jenkins on Positive Change with Carla, and you can catch me on Twitter at Carla Jenkins, on Instagram at Carla Jenkins, on LinkedIn at Carla Jenkins, and on Facebook at Carla Jenkins. Thank you for taking out your time today to listen to me. I greatly appreciate it, and you have a very good week.
Sponsored by Inbound.org, an online community. Visit Inbound.org today, where membership is free and the discussions are priceless.
Inbound.org. We're on a mission to help 1 million marketers. Together, we're smarter. We can share more ideas, opportunities, connect with each other individually, and stay on top of this fast-moving industry.
And you can find us on Twitter at Inbound.org.
Nurture and delight.